Europe is home to some of the most ambitious and awe-inspiring mega-projects in the world. From groundbreaking infrastructure developments to cutting-edge technological innovations, the continent has been at the forefront of pushing the boundaries of what is possible. In this video, we will delve into the top 5 biggest mega-projects in Europe, exploring the scale, impact, and ingenuity behind each one. Let's get into it. Number 5. European Route E39, $30.6 billion. The European Route E39 is a monumental mega-project that aims to transform the way people travel along Norway's challenging coastal geography, with an estimated cost of $30.6 billion. This project is set to provide a seamless and easily navigable path along the Norwegian coast. However, despite its noble intentions, the 1,300 kilometers long route still falls short of creating a continuous path due to the presence of numerous water crossings. This has resulted in the need for travelers to embark on 7 different ferry connections, making the journey a time-consuming ordeal that lasts at least an entire day. But the Norwegian government has set its sights on revolutionizing travel along the E39. Their grand plan involves eliminating the need for ferry connections altogether by constructing a series of tunnels and bridges that will bypass the water crossings, effectively creating an uninterrupted route from Aalborg in Denmark to Trondheim in Norway. One of the most crucial components of this ambitious upgrade is the Rogfast subsea tunnel, which will link the city of Stavanger to Bach under a 15-kilometer stretch of water. If completed, this marvel of engineering will claim the title of the world's longest and deepest road tunnel, with a length of 27 kilometers and a depth of nearly 400 meters below the surface. Construction on this groundbreaking tunnel commenced in 2018, with an expected opening date in 2033. In addition to the subsea tunnel, the project also includes the creation of 4 individual floating highways that will carry the E39 across some of Norway's most majestic fjords. One of these planned bridges will span the Bjornafjorden, stretching 5 kilometers above the water. Once completed, this floating bridge will surpass all others to become the longest in the world, shattering existing records with its awe-inspiring length. With its ambitious vision and groundbreaking engineering feats, the European Route E39 is set to leave an indelible mark as one of Europe's most remarkable mega-projects. Number 4. The Grand Paris Express, Europe's $38 billion. In the heart of Europe, the city of Paris is not only known for its romantic ambience and dazzling lights, but also for its notorious traffic congestion. However, the city is undergoing a monumental transformation with the ambitious Grand Paris Express project, which is set to revolutionize the public transportation system in the Parisian metropolitan area. Paris already has the second busiest metro system in Europe after Moscow, with its iconic metro. However, the Grand Paris Express aims to double the reach and ridership of the existing network within the next decade. This transformative project will enable commuters to travel seamlessly between destinations within the metropolitan area without the need to pass through the city center of Paris for transfers. The Société du Grand Paris, the organization behind this groundbreaking initiative, describes it as a fundamental rethink, redesign, and focus on the public transport network on the scale of the metropolitan area. The Grand Paris Express is not just an expansion, but a visionary endeavor to create a polycentric transit system that will enhance connectivity and accessibility for residents and visitors alike. At its core, the Grand Paris Express represents a radical network expansion, encompassing the lengthening of existing metro lines and the addition of 4 new lines that form interconnecting rings around the metropolitan area. This strategic approach aims to alleviate congestion, improve mobility, and stimulate economic development in the region. By 2030, the completed system will feature 68 new stations and 200 kilometers, which is 124.3 miles of new railway lines, with 90% of the infrastructure located underground. Number 3. Hinkley Point C Nuclear Power Station, $47 billion. Hinkley Point C Nuclear Power Station is a monumental project that has captured the attention of the world. With an estimated cost of $47 billion, it is one of the largest and most ambitious endeavors in Europe. The project aims to provide about 7% of the UK's total electricity needs, making a significant contribution to the country's energy infrastructure. The decision to embark on the construction of Hinkley Point C was a bold move, considering that until recently, nuclear power was considered expensive compared to alternative energy sources. However, the reliability and longevity of nuclear power make it a crucial component of the UK's energy strategy. Hinkley Point C is expected to operate for at least 60 years, with the price of its electricity guaranteed for 35 years, rising only with inflation. While wind and solar energy have gained popularity due to their lower costs, they are not without limitations. The intermittency of wind and sunlight means that these sources cannot always meet the demand for electricity. In September, wind power only produced 13.3% of the UK's total electricity, compared to 25% across 2020. This highlights the need for a reliable and consistent source of power, which Hinkley Point C aims to provide. The journey towards the realization of Hinkley Point C has not been without its challenges. The project faced setbacks when one of its financial backers withdrew in 2013, citing rising construction costs following the 2011 Fukushima disaster. The COVID-19 pandemic further complicated matters, causing delays due to supply chain disruptions and reduced workforce on the construction site. As a result, the completion date has been pushed back to as far as 2028. Number 2. High Speed 2, $132 billion. High Speed 2, also known as HS2, is set to become Britain's second purpose-built high-speed line, following the success of High Speed 1, which connects London to the Channel Tunnel. This ambitious project aims to revolutionize transportation in the UK, connecting 30 million people and 8 of the country's largest cities, with 25 stops from Scotland to the southeast. But what makes HS2 such a game changer? The project promises to deliver more capacity, cut carbon emissions, and provide better connectivity for passengers across the country. With an estimated budget of $132 billion, HS2 is set to become the biggest transport investment program in the UK in over a century. Construction work on this monumental project began in 2020, marking the start of a new era in high-speed rail travel for the UK. The creation of viaducts and tunnels has been underway, with the aim of seamlessly carrying the line over and under different terrains, showcasing the engineering marvel that HS2 represents. The completion of this ambitious project is expected in the early 2030s, and it is poised to transform the way people travel across the UK. Number 1. Trans-European Transport Network, $625 billion. When we talk of megaprojects, few can rival the sheer magnitude and ambition of Europe's Trans-European Transport Network, TEN-T policy for short. With an astronomical budget of $625 billion, this initiative stands as a testament to the European Union's unwavering commitment to the development of a seamless, efficient, and interconnected transport infrastructure across the continent. At its core, the TEN-T policy represents a visionary approach to transportation, encompassing a diverse array of modes including railways, inland waterways, short sea shipping routes, and roads. By linking urban nodes, maritime and inland ports, airports, and terminals, the TEN-T policy seeks to create a truly integrated and multimodal transport network that transcends traditional boundaries. The overarching goal of this monumental undertaking is to facilitate the swift and reliable transportation of people and goods, thereby ensuring unfettered access to jobs, services, and markets. By doing so, the EU aims to catalyze economic growth, foster trade, and bolster social and territorial cohesion across the continent. Which of these projects are you eagerly anticipating? Let's know in the comments section.